Alright, so for whatever reason, neither here nor there, I have gotten a sudden urge to want to create a tutorial for newbies in DMC5. I guess I'm kind of going through the motions. This is going off unscripted or whatever, but I want to make something for newbies so that they can get into trying to do a stylish, or getting into the stylish scene of Dandmc 5 anyway. Now I want to break it down for you. In this video, I'm only going to be going over things like aerial rave, jump canceling aerial rave, and basically doing fucking jump canceling off of King Cerberus. But what I want you to do over time is I want you to get used to Dante's entire kit. And you can apply this same concept that I'm teaching you with Dante to Nero. Jump canceling, I think, as cool as it is good, not only because, you know, you can stay in the air, but I think it's also good for positioning and also creating different combo scenarios and different sequences besides, you know, obviously just staying in the air. But in order to be able to mess around with the timings and the height you can do jump canceling, since jump canceling in DMC5 is very lenient and forgiving, you need to be able to learn the basics. We're gonna start with Dante doing aerial rave with Devil Sword Dante. So you'll know you're fucking up aerial rave, one aerial rave with Dante, if the enemy is following below you and your jump canceling is staggering and your attacks is staggering. You'll also know you're fucking up if you hit jump canceling correctly only twice, but after the third one it falls down and the attack does not hit. This is how you do it correctly. You and the enemy will be falling down, both of you, progressively over time. The enemy will fall down sooner than you, but as you can see, I'm still JCing it. That just goes to show how lenient the jump canceling is in 5. Like, I'm way farther away from him. You saw at the end of that, but obviously the clip is going to be replaying. You saw at the end of that I was still jump canceling it, but he was like fucking 6 yards away from my ass. But once you get used to one aerial rave, now I want you to do 3 aerial raves consecutively, over and over and over again. Like with one aerial rave, it will be doing the same thing. You will both be descending slowly, but you'll be fucking up. You'll know it. If you are descending below the enemy, that means you are doing it way too fast. If you're doing it slowly like this, the enemy will be falling down below you. You both want to be like eye level, but you will both be descending down slowly. You'll hit it consecutively a couple of times, like maybe like 5 times or 3 times or 4 times in a row, but eventually it's going to fall below you where you can't hit it anymore. Now we're pretty much done with Devil Sword Dante. What I want you to work on now is I want you to start jump canceling King Cerberus. Now the thing with King Cerberus is it's going to be a trickier weapon to jump cancel than Devil Sword Dante. So I want you to basically high time and weapon switch to King Cerberus and jump cancel the swing of King Cerberus. What will make this easier is if you go to the shop, change your weapon wheel on your swords to just Devil Sword Dante and King Cerberus. What the mindset behind this is that you want to basically build your muscle memory. Obviously you don't want to throw every single weapon in there yet. You're not used to that, you know? But eventually over time, when you're used to weapon switching with just 2 weapons, then you can build another weapon on there. But you want to get used to jump canceling with 1 weapon first, and then the other weapon, and get used to jump canceling that. Then you add on those two weapons in tandem. That's basically the mindset I have here, you know. Now for some help, when you're jump canceling swing and you do it too slow, the first 2 hits are going to hit, but the next couple of hits afterward, the enemy is going to progressively fall. If you do it too fast, it's gonna look like you're doing it right at first, but then the enemy falls down. What's supposed to happen is a long series of jump cancel swings are going to hit the enemy. But eventually you're going to hit this middle point where it looks like you're going to fall, but you're still jump canceling the enemy. And what happens is you're going to fall out of range, but you're going to still be in the air, and you're going to whiff, swing, and the enemy just bloop falls. That's what happens. But a series of swings is supposed to happen. If it feels like if the enemy falls below you and you're like high with the enemy, that's no good. Now, this shit ain't easy, man. It really ain't. And I remember when I was learning Devil May Cry, you don't get good at this shit overnight, you know? It takes time, you know, you fucking practice, like, it's like fucking playing the piano or some shit, you know? It ain't easy. But it's going to get there over time, you know? It's like something clicks in your head or something, you know? It just clicks. But you have to be at it, you have to be practicing, you know? But yeah, I remember back in the day with Devil May Cry 3 where I had to practice jump cancels, or it wasn't even back in the day, but like, I remember back in, back in the day before Devil May Cry 5 was out, I got super hyped when I first saw the first trailer of DMC5, and I don't know what it was, but I just felt like playing a lot of Devil May Cry 4 and a lot of Devil May Cry 3, and yeah, I just got used to the jump cancels. You guys are lucky. There was no fucking training mode or void mode in fucking Devil May Cry 3 and 4. Whoever mastered DMC4, like fucking delusionarykiller and shit, and fucking, you know, devilish motive, and like Art of Explosion, these are some guys I know. They're fucking good, man. And delusionarykiller, according to him, he started on console, you know? He didn't have fucking super trainer from DMC4. Shit was tough. Well, my point I'm saying is, you guys are lucky this is void mode of DMC5. But anyway, I digress. Now what I want you to do is high time, swing, revolver, jump cancel, swing, revolver. If you do it too slow, you're gonna drop before the enemy, like I did just there. If you do it too fast, you're going to let the enemy fall before you, like it is going to in this clip right here. It is actually one of the unique strings in the game that will actually give you an infinite. Actually, if you get it right, actually, you'll never drop. You'll just stay. What's interesting about this string that's different from doing strings or a jump cancel with Rebellion is you actually get an infinite with this, and you actually gain height for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. Maybe it's the elevation and how fast you may be jump canceling. For whatever reason though, the enemy just gains height, and you as well gain height with it. It's very weird, but if you time it well, this is actually an infinite. Now what's actually easier is doing swing, long revolver, swing, long revolver. It's actually easier to jump cancel. It's also more cut and dry. The same concept applies. If you do it slower, you're gonna drop. You know, if you do it too fast, you're gonna do a major fuck up, and you're actually gonna accidentally do long barrel. At least that happened to me in my case, but I was trying to do it on purpose to give an example. But yeah. If you made it this far into the vid, I'd say now you are ready to combine Devil Sword Dante and King Cerberus into a combo because you are familiar with comboing, JCing with both of those weapons separately. So what I want you to do is I want you to high time, do 3 aerial raves, swing, aerial rave 3 times, rose. There's no trick to this. All it is trial and error, because by now you should be able to jump cancel with swing and be used to it. That's all it comes down to. Just practice. Once you get used to that combo string I told you to do, I want you to do a combo with 2 of your guns. You're going to use only the shotgun and ebony and ivory. You're going to do and if you got that combo, basically, congrats. I'd say you're making great strides to try to get better. Keep it going. I'll make another video about what makes a good combo in DMC5 to give other players who really want to get better a better idea of where they can go after this. But let me know in the comments what you thought of this video, if it helped. And I'll catch you all later. Peace.